the tools that I think is really essential that we get our head around is something called LinkedIn Pulse. Now, Pulse was a third-party news app that you had for your smartphone, and LinkedIn purchased Pulse a few months ago, and it replaced the LinkedIn Today feature. Now, Pulse is essentially a digital daily for you, so it's your own personalised news feed based on subjects and sectors and categories that you're interested in, and it sends you relevant news information. Now, the reason why LinkedIn Pulse is so good is because it integrates with your LinkedIn profile. So, I'll give you a few of the benefits here. It's relevant reading for your interests and your work life. So, for example, if you're into architecture or marketing or PR or facilities management or procurement or whatever it is, you can subscribe to information that's relevant on a work level. That enables you to communicate, maybe have conversation starters maybe with prospects that you want to approach on LinkedIn, or just for general networking purposes. What it does though is it sorts that news out by the most popular content. So it sorts out the news that's voted for by your peers. So if you see a particular news item at the top of your news feed, then that item will no doubt have been shared and viewed by a lot of the similar sort of people that use LinkedIn to yourself. That's quite useful because if you're going to reposition any of that content, maybe you're going to blog about it, you're going to talk about it, at least you know you'll be blogging or talking about content that is actually quite popular in your sector, rather than obscure news that maybe isn't that of too much interest to your entire audience. If you write a blog, LinkedIn Pulse is a great source of good quality blog content ideas. So whether you want to curate that content and put your own spin on it, or whether you want to rewrite that article, or even in some cases you want to blatantly disagree with that article and point out why the author was a complete muppet, then LinkedIn Pulse is a great source of content for you to do just that. It integrates with any of your favourite sites that has an RSS feed as well. So if you regularly find yourself using certain sites, maybe like BBC News website, or any of the other news aggregators, if they have something called an RSS feed, you can add that RSS feed to LinkedIn Pulse, and then that way that news content will also feed into that one app. So you can get all of your news from various different sources and your social channels all shoved through into one nice application. And you can either view that using the LinkedIn platform, or you can view it by installing the Android or iPhone app. It helps you get involved in relevant conversation and discussion that's taking place online, especially on LinkedIn. With a particular popular news item on LinkedIn Pulse, you'll notice more and more people talking about that content on LinkedIn. And of course, if you're privy to this information as well, it enables you to interject into that conversation with some valuable or relevant information of your own. One of the ways in which we suggest using LinkedIn Pulse is for very much your own digital daily magazine. It's very often my morning cup of coffee activity. I get my morning coffee, I flick through LinkedIn Pulse as well as Twitter and BBC News and CNN and all the others. But I use it as very much a digital daily. Morning cup of coffee activity. I feel like I'm at least aware of some of the updates and developments in my sector that are of interest to me, not only professionally, but also personally.